Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Whole Brain Coffee. Today we are going to be trying and reviewing the 365 brand, which for those of you who don't know is the Whole Foods brand of coffee, specifically their Vienna roast. This whole bag retails for a meager $12.95, depending on where you live. But where we're at, it's about $12.95, and so we're going to be letting you know, could this store-bought coffee be your new favorite? Or even ours?
Perhaps.
Probably
not.
Probably not.
So there's not a whole lot of information on the bag itself, except for some fair trade certified jargon. But they do provide a little bit of information in their product description. And they describe this particular coffee as a rotating blend of coffee beans.
Interesting.
What do you think that means exactly?
So I don't completely know what that means, but my inference of what that rotating blend would be, whether it's weekly, monthly, or yearly, is that they just simply acquire the kind of beans that are available at the time, perhaps even for the cheapest price point, I don't know. But rotating blend seems to mean that, to me, there might not be any consistency or very little consistency whatsoever in the actual blend itself.
Well, based on the words rotating blend and the price of this bag, I would assume that affordability, getting the cheapest possible bean is probably the most likely outcome.
Could be most likely outcome, yes.
But then also just looking at the reviews on Amazon, it's rated pretty highly.
Oh yeah?
4.5 stars, but there's one noteworthy review that starts off by saying, 1-star review. Well, Ashley, let's see how you fare in today's episode.
Today's episode.
And we'll see if our opinion of it is similar to yours.
Yes, and so we will actually test and see if the veracity of Ashley's is legitimate in this episode. So with that being said, what do you say?
Let's get brewing.
Let's get brewing. So we are back and we are brewed up and we are ready to go ahead and get tasting. And in case you're wondering, we actually, for this particular coffee, use the V60 pour over method to brew it at a temperature of 202, 60 grams of coffee to close to 1,000 milliliters of water. Now, the reason we use the V60 is because it's a very lucid method of brewing coffee. You can taste all the nuances of the bean when making it this way. So we wanted to leave nothing hidden, nothing to the imagination. We want a pure cup of coffee. We want to know exactly what this is going to taste like, and we want to judge it as objectively as possible.
And the V60 is one of my favorite methods of preparation for this. So let's see if these whole food brand affordable beans stack up to our scrutiny.
Indeed. And the scrutiny of the whole brain scale. Smell test.
I feel like really the standard to go by is that review I mentioned earlier.
Okay, so if we're going by that,
personally,
we're trying to be a bit more.
I think if we beat it's probably a win. You know what this tastes like? I'll tell you exactly what it tastes like. This tastes like something you would drink in a waiting room, out of a drip machine.
Yeah.
Not to say it's bad. I wouldn't say it's really bad. This is something you drink,
Yeah.
Maybe if you work in an office and you guys have a coffee maker in there and for free, I would drink this for free.
Sure, I mean,
this is free, I'd drink it.
It's better than no coffee. We can at least judge it by that metric. It is in fact better than no coffee whatsoever.
It's better than Folgers, I'd say.
Right, hands down. Now, that being said, the palate is nothing to write home about for any reason. It's just a little bit of ash, like just a little bit of like peppery, ashy taste up front with some mild, semi-pleasant notes of chocolate, and so that makes it a little bit redeemable.
I'm getting some notes of burnt rubber in there.
A little bit of burnt rubber, a little bit of nuttiness.
Have you ever smelled burnt rubber and then you kind of taste it almost because it's such like a strong smell? Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I'm getting. Not to say it's bad. I kind of enjoy that.
So where the rubber meets the road in this particular taste is that it meets it a little too close.
It meets the rubber in your mouth.
Yes, it meets a little too close to your mouth. So On the whole brain scale, what could we possibly give this coffee?
I know exactly what I would give this coffee.
Wow.
I would give it a 3.65.
Ooh.
Nope, that's hands down.
I would have to give it a 3.5. It's just not. It's just not that good of a coffee. Period. It's
Just
below
say it's
average.
bad. Just say it's bad.
It's bad.
It's
It's below. Well, I mean, if I say it's bad, I can't say that I would drink it in a waiting room. At least I would probably just forego it at that point if it was really that.
You wouldn't
bad.
drink this, you know?
I probably wouldn't because I would. This is the kind of coffee that when I would smell it and when I'd think about it, I'd be worried about getting sick to my stomach from drinking it.
What if you were on like jury duty or something, and you had to wait there for like 12 hours?
Okay, you got
and
me
you
there.
weren't being selected.
Yeah, you got me there.
This is what they had.
I might then consider.
You'd
it.
be okay with
yeah,
that.
Yeah, no,
Right?
that's fair. That's a fair assertion.
To put it in perspective.
Yeah.
In that scenario,
Right.
It's okay. But in any other scenario where you have a choice,
Yes.
yeah,
Or you're not trapped in needing your caffeine.
you're not trapped
fix.
in a government building.
Yeah, because.
But
you
hey,
would want that.
3.65, 3.5. It's quick maths for an average of 3.58.
I don't know if that is quick math.
Something like that, right?
Close,
pretty
but not
great.
quite.
Not bad. Anyways,
Yeah. But
not too bad.
not the worst coffee.
My math is better than the coffee, I'd say.
Yes, agreed. And not the best coffee either. So, with that being said, I don't think I could in good conscience really recommend this. If there are other choices out there, especially in the price range, I would honestly say go buy Dunkin' Donuts holding before you go buy this.
Yeah, for half the price. Well,
Literally.
I guess it's the same price because
Yeah.
it's half the volume.
True. I would say go get that instead. Like go buy Dunkin' Donuts store-bought whole bean coffee, grind it yourself, make it at home for this kind of price. The quantity is appealing, but the quality just isn't there to back it up.
And after drinking this for a while now, the aftertaste,
It's really ashy. It's like cigarette
it's like
tray.
cigarette tray.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep, exactly.
So
Like cigarette ash.
yeah, so maybe the was
Like
for the all I taste is cigarette ash.
You know what, dude? Is not a bad way.
Isn't the worst
Not a
word.
bad way of describing this.
So with that being said, again, can't quite recommend this, but hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed it way more than we enjoyed this coffee. If you have a moment, in the comments down below, let us know if you've had this coffee, if you haven't had this coffee, what you think of Whole Foods products and coffee. And so after you've done that, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and until then, we'll see you in the next video, and keep using your whole brain.